morning, all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the 39th Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Altamas Kabir, who is committed to implement Article 39A for the equal justice and to provide free legal aid to inaugurate function of Hyderabad Mediation Center in the august presence of Honorable Sri Justice Surinder Singh Nijharji, Head Supreme Court of India, and the Chairman Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Committee, Honorable Justice J. Chalameshwar, Head Supreme Court of India, representing the state of UP, and Honorable Justice N. Kiran Kumar Reddy, a powerful and very firm, vibrant Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, and the Honorable Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, and Patron and Chief of Andhra Pradesh Legal Service Authority, my Lord Sri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, but whose help and cooperation, brothers and sisters, media, press, and the litigant public, I welcome each one of you. Today, a forum for the poor and the needy people who approach the court of law to redress their grievances speedily is redressal. Justice delayed is justice denied, and justice hurried is justice buried. So we have found a via media between these two to render social justice to the poor and the needy approaching the court of law. In an age when an email reaches across the world within swiftly and efficiently within the framework of the law, and one of the best possible method is the mediation. It is not just giving judgment in one case which will bring peace in the mind. Sometimes just not treating the injury or the medicine that helps, but in situations where the injury is more in the heart and the pain is deep within the soul, it is a soothing human. To me that a large part of my time during 20 years of my practice as a lawyer was occupied to welcome all the advocates to volunteer themselves to become mediators by undergoing this training. This will not only help you to become mediator, but also helps you to understand and facilitate resolving the issues of your clients even before approaching the court of law. I congratulate the mediators, advocates, and a mediator trained psychologist from one sociologist, organized like the Brahma Kumari. From today, we have done all our best to provide you the infrastructure, facilities, amenities, and environment. Now it is your time to take it forward. My special thanks to the architect Santanu Chaudhary, who made the Hyderabad Mediation Center on just the expenditure of 60 lakhs. He is generous, who is mercy, and he treats all the humanity as his brothers and sisters. Many of them, my Lord, call as a papa, and my Honorable Mrs. Honorable Chief Justice of India, a social worker, and many of them called as a mummy, as a amma. Therefore, it's thought that if your golden and pure divine hands, if it is opened, it will go a long way and help, and it will generate the results hereafter. My Lord, the senior advocates, I motivated the senior advocates. They have actively participated. They went to the Bangalore and they are motivated. We have earned enough and enough. We will do some social service. So that is a accepted, and Andhra Pradesh is eventful. And my Lord Chief Minister was saying, just within a month, all the top 3 dignitaries of the India came to the Andhra Pradesh. This is one of such occasions where my Lord Chief Justice of India came. Thank you, my Lord.
Honorable Justice, Chief Justice of India, Justice Altamas Kabir, Supreme Court Judge Honorable Justice Surinder Singh, Supreme Court of India Judge Honorable Justice Chalameshwar, Honorable Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh, Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, Honorable High Court Judge Justice E. V. Ishwaraya, Justice G. Raghuram, Justice N. V. Ramana, other honorable judges here, retired judges, my colleague Minister Pratap Reddy, advocates here, legal officers, and other ladies and gentlemen. It's in fact a pleasure being a part of the opening ceremony of this Hyderabad Mediation Center along with the Honorable Chief Justice of India. It's my second occasion to interact with Sir, and the previous occasion also we had a very pleasant interaction, and later on Sir was elevated to the post of Chief Justice of the country. I couldn't have the privilege of meeting him, but I had the privilege of meeting him today and talking to him. The basic Constitution provides for the legislature, the judiciary and executive to function within the parameters of the Constitution, and each of these respecting the other's job, and to see that the values which have to be set for the people of this country are protected by these three institutions of the country. Safeguarding the rights of the people, that is individual people, disputes between the people. It is a dispute between an individual and the state. It is a dispute between two states, or all types of disputes. The courts have to play a very prominent role. Individual or when it is between states, I think a lot of issues can be sorted out very easily. When it is delayed, we have got a lot of problems coming with this. I think the initiation of the mediation centers coming in something like 2006 and 7. We have got about 22, 23 centers functioning in the state now. And nearly about 6,000 cases have been resolved in these mediation centers. Because I have got close contact with the people, how judgments delay affect the people, it is very important to note. But some of the litigations, it is very difficult to sort out. I have known instances where litigation was there for a very small piece of land, like 5 acres of land. When the litigation started, the land was about 20,000 an acre. Today, the cost of the land, I think it has gone to the Supreme Court, and the judgment has come in the Supreme Court also in favor of one of them. The cost of the land is about 3 lakhs an acre. But these two parties put together have spent more than 25 lakhs each for this piece of land over the past 15 or 20 years. I don't know how intelligent it is, or how sensible it is, or how foolish it is. So that is the type of litigation on one side we have got. On the other side, there are people who want to sort out the litigation as quickly as possible and get on with their life and trying to settle the litigation. I think this is the correct forum for such people to settle litigations, and they have got an opportunity here. People who want to be litigated, no one can help them. Only the courts can help them. This is one aspect of it. Second aspect of it, disputes when, especially in criminal procedure, when the criminals are not punished. Unfortunately, a person who becomes a criminal by chance, I know many instances when they are not punished, becomes professional criminals. So it's very necessary to see whoever has committed the crime has to be punished properly. If he is not punished, he becomes a criminal, and a professional criminal. He makes it a profession. So it is very difficult for the government in such things. So it is very important that judicial procedures are done as quickly as possible, and settlement of such criminal acts takes the minimum time. In our SHG groups called Indra Kranti Padam, where we have got about 1.46 crore members in this. Each mandal of this, we have got gender sensitivity and groups of social justice. It is called social justice, where there is a dispute within the family. It could be between the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law. It could be between the husband and wife. It could be within the family. These women in each mandal are trained by some advocates and the police, and they are doing an excellent job here. Out of the 47,000 cases listed, they have sorted out about 37,500 cases amicably, and a compensation of nearly 39 crores has been collected and given to the person, whoever is the victim is. And this is with as fast as possible and with least of litigation. So there is a big support from the court and the police to these women groups. And this, I had in fact given a book of this organization to the Honorable Chief Justice of the High Court. So it is a great pleasure being a part of such a progressive legislation and progressive act of mediation, so that these are sorted out as soon as possible. So we had a 4th Telugu conference, World Telugu Conference, where nearly 5 lakh people attended it, and I am very happy to announce all the judiciary has taken up the task of trying to give as many judgments as possible in Telugu language, so that it is within the understanding of the common people. So the initiative taken by the High Court and the lower courts, I think we are very happy about it, and once the courts have taken the initiative, there is absolute pressure on the government to see that Telugu is implemented in total, sir. So these are some of the basic things we are doing here, sir. And I am pleased to announce that we have sanctioned about 120 permanent courts, which are required just a few days back, sir, with the guidance and with the insistence of our Chief Justice. I was thinking of 80 or 85, but the Chief Justice was very particular that he wanted more courts so that justice is given as soon as possible. And I have promised him that in the next 2 years, some more courts will be opened so that as soon as possible, justice can be given to the people. Thank you very much, sir, for inviting me here, and it's a pleasure being a part of the opening along with you, all of you, sir. Thank you very much.
Where we have 70% of the people living in rural areas and most of them are illiterate. Of course, at the same time, I do not say that justice should not be given to the rich, urban and literate, but there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance, and justice to the common man has to be as important as justice to the rich man. But this can only be done if we are able to provide speedy justice. It's not enough just to have a fair justice. Yes, Indian judicial system is known world over as a very fair system. But everywhere we hear the same criticism. Yes, it is fair, but the justice comes too late. Justice comes too late. Why? Because we are caught in a double dilemma. On the one hand, our court system and justice system is so popular that we are inundated with the work. Therefore, we are getting more and more cases, more and more areas, more and more. We have shortage of judges, we have shortage of infrastructure, we have shortage of everything else except the litigants. We have plenty of litigants. As slightest excuse, we go and rush to the court. We rush to the court. Why? Because we know we are going to get justice. Even the poorest of man, even the rickshawala, when you ask him, where are you going? He will not say, I'm going to a court of law. He will say, I'm going to a court of justice. That is the kind of faith that the judiciary evokes. But before it erodes, we must arrest this huge rising backlog of cases. And the only way forward for that is to increase the strength of judges, increase the number of courts. Now, I have some facts and figures that in 2040, if our current system continues, we shall have 15 crore cases pending in our courts. 15 crore of cases. Now, if I put it into English, that means 150 million cases will be pending in Indian courts. We cannot afford to do this because this will bring about a breakdown of the system. This now brings us on to why then is it so important to have an alternative dispute redressal system. Not only with international commercial arbitration, but the Act now provides you with two other methods of resolving disputes.
Thank you. I now request with profound grace to address the gathering. Honorable Sri Justice Altamas Kabir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My dear brother colleagues, Justice Richard, who is the chairman of the Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Justice Shameshwar, Chief Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, Chief Minister Shri Kiran Kumar Reddy, Brother Ishwaraya, Brother Raghuram, Brother Ramanna. Why is it necessary to have this kind of a system? There have been a large number of cases which have piled up in the courts, not because of the fault of anybody as such, but because we have about 15 judges approximately for 1 million of our citizens. That's the number of cases. This problem is not something new and not confined to India alone. This is a problem which was being faced by all the major democracies in the world. Resolution mechanism, but the form was like assist the litigants to try and understand the situation. Examples were given. A property worth 25 lakhs, 5 lakhs became 25 lakhs, but in the meantime they spent more than 50 lakhs. Question is, this is worth it? That kind of a situation was there way back in the 90s, early 90s. But at the same time, the number of cases grew. I am very fond of using this expression, or others as examples, of a pressure cooker. A pressure cooker builds up pressure inside, and there isn't a safety valve. That pressure cooker is going to burst. Justice Richard just did refer to it, but not in the sense of a pressure cooker. Unless you have that safety valve, that pressure cooker is going to burst. And that is what we are possibly facing today. And the pressure cooker was being held even before 1987. I remember in the Calcutta High Court we had a judge. Concerned were involved. And that is a famous case where certain guidelines had to be laid down as to how persons, when they were arrested, they were to be treated, and what were the things that were required to be done at the point of time of arrest. That D.K. Basu was a person who had this spirit in mind. Justice Kennedy was then the Chief Justice of India. And I remember still that we used to have regular Lok Adalat sittings and conferences, almost in the nature of courts. But the only difficulty was that these were settlements which did not have the imprimatur of the court. These are settlements which could not be given effect to without the matter being sent back to court. So finally the Legal Service Authorities Act provided for holding Lok Adalat, and whatever was arrived at by the settlement in the Lok Adalat was now equivalent to a decree of a civil court. So it could be enforced as a decree of the civil court. This was the first step. Second step was, this act provided under section 12 the eligibility criteria of who would be entitled to free legal aid. This is something which people very often are not aware of, they do not know. For that, of course, we made certain other provisions. We tried to do certain other things through the National Legal Service Authority. But the idea was that children, women, disabled persons, senior citizens, marginalized people like, of course we've incorporated that, like transgenders, then scheduled castes and scheduled tribes people, they would all be entitled to free legal aid. To give effect to that Article 39A, although it's a directive principle of state policy, the idea is good governance by virtue of these guidelines, and this act was enacted for that purpose. The only thing is, today we are concerned with mediation. Unfortunately, mediation as one of the methods of alternate dispute resolution was not given very much importance. It was set up that the Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee was set up under the chairmanship of a judge of the Supreme Court. Today, Justice Nijjal holds that position as chairman of the NCPC, and its mandate was to set up mediation centers all over the country, in all the different states, in all the different high courts. I find over here that in Andhra Pradesh, as we have heard from the minister, this was preempted because the government took the initiative, I understand. I was asking which particular ministry. I thought it would be the Ministry of Social Development, but I don't think that was very clear. But here we have women's group who got together, and they are trying to settle matters by way of mediation outside the court. This is precisely what we have in mind when we think in terms of mediation. Mediation, even today, there is a lacuna. While arbitration, conciliation, the awards which are passed are enforceable as decrees of the civil court, Lok Adalats, mediation settlements still cannot. Mediation settlements are between parties. Mediators act as facilitators, as most of the trained mediators here will tell you, that they are not here to exactly solve the problem, but to try and help the parties to come together and solve the problem. That is the little basic difference between mediation and conciliation. But to come with a positive attitude, so that the matter is settled once and for all, and it to be done before litigation, during litigation, and even after the initial stage of litigation, when the matter is taken to a high court. We have this unfortunate, I won't say unfortunate, sorry, that was the wrong thing to say. We have this system. We have this system of hierarchy. You go from the bottom rung till the Supreme Court, and that is why it takes about 30 years for a matter to travel up. I believe for the people. Thank you very much.
समाज बातों से फिराक उसके मौतर है समाज हर लफ्ज में खुशबूए दहन खेल रही है. Thank you very much, Your Lordship. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Shri Justice Altamas Kabir, Chief Justice of India and Patron-in-Chief, National Legal Services Authority. Please permit us to offer our reverence and respect to you Your Lordship. Shawls will be presented to him by Honorable Sri Justice V. Iswaraya. Shri Sayyid Ghaus Pasha, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, Kadapa. Shri G. Syama Prasad, Chairman, Metropolitan Legal Services Authority, Hyderabad. Shri M. Satyanarayana Murthy, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, Guntur. And now a memento will be presented to Honorable Sri Justice Altamas Kabir by Honorable Sri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh and Pattern-in-Chief, Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority. And Honorable Sri Justice Surendra Singh Nijjar will be felicitated. He is the Judge of Supreme Court of India and Chairman, Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee. Shawls will be presented to him by Shri M. S. K. Jaiswal, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, Rangareddy. Shri Ramesh Babu, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, West Godavari. Shri L. Ravi Babu, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, Chittoor. Srimati T. Rajani, Chairman, District Legal Services Authority, Medak. And a memento will be presented by Honorable Sri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh. Next, the Honorable Sri Justice J. Chalameswar, Judge Supreme Court of India, will be felicitated by Shawls, by Shri D. Tarakaram, Chairman, DLSA, East Godavari, Shri L. Sri Ramamurthy, Chairman, DLSA, Nellore, Shri P. M. M. Siddharthi, Chairman, DLSA, Khammam, and Srimati B. S. Bhanumati, Chairman, DLSA, Srikakulam. And memento to Honorable Sri Justice J. Chalameswar will be presented by Honorable Sri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh. And now our dynamic Chief Minister, Honorable Shri N. Kumar Reddy, will be felicitated. Shawls by Shri C.H. Manavendra Roy, Chairman, DLSA, Patnam. Shri P. Mutyala Naidu, Chairman, DLSA, Vizianagaram. Shawl by Srimati D. Leelavati, Chairman, DLSA, Warangal. And memento to be presented to the Honorable Shri N. Kiran Kumar Reddy, Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, the Honorable Shri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh. And now Honorable Shri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, who is the Patron-in-Chief of AP State Legal Services Authority, will be felicitated. Chairman, DLSA, Kurnool. Shri S. Jagannatham, Chairman, DLSA, Anantapur. Shri G. Chakradhar Rao, Chairman, DLSA, Prakasam. And a memento will be presented to Honorable Sri Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh by Honorable Sri Justice V. Iswaraya. And now Honorable Sri E. Pratap Reddy, Minister for Law and Justice, Government of Andhra Pradesh, will be decorated by Honorable Sri Justice N. V. Ramana. Now it is a time to felicitate the moving spirit behind this movement, Honorable Sri Justice. And now to felicitate Honorable Sri Justice Goda Raghuram, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Chairman, Andhra Pradesh High Court Legal Services. And now memento by Honorable Sri Justice N. V. Ramana, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh. And now Honorable Sri Justice N. V. Ramana, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Chairman, AP High Court Mediation Monitoring Committee. He will be felicitated by Sri A. Venkateswar Reddy, Chairman DLSA Hyderabad, and a memento will be presented to him by Honorable Sri Justice V. Iswaraya, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Acharya, MD Singareni Quadri. Ladies and gentlemen, all this grandeur, the mediation center, all this function, they say that so these people who have given their talent, time, mind, must, because gratitude is the mother of all virtue. May I now request Honorable Chief Justice N. A. Ramana.
Chief Justice of India, Justice Altamas Kabir, Patron Chief, National Legal Service Authority, Justice Surendra Singh Nijja, Judge Supreme Court of India, Chairman Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Justice Chalameshwar, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri N. Kumar Reddy, Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Chief Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, Patron in Chief of Andhra Pradesh State Legal Service Authority, Justice V. Iswaraya, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Executive Chairman, Andhra Pradesh Legal Service Authority, Justice Goda Raghuram, Chairman of the High Court Legal Service Authority, Sri E. Pratap Reddy, Honorable Minister for Law, brother and sister judges, members of the Andhra Pradesh State Legal Service Authority.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभाशीष मागे गाये तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विदाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।
Thank you.